In Science 7, Episode 3, we learn about the different levels of biological organization starting from cell up to biosphere. We also learned that cell can possibly be seen using microscope. What are the parts of the animal and plant cells? Are there similarities and differences between their organelles? Why is the cell considered the basic and structural unit of all organisms? To answer this, let us differentiate the cell organelles present and absent in animals and plants, and develop deeper understanding why cell is considered the basic and structural unit of all living organisms. Let us start by recalling the history of cell theory. According to this theory, all living organisms are composed of cells. The cell is the basic unit of life and arise from pre-existing cells. These ideas were developed by the German scientists Peter Schwann, Matthias Schleiden, and Rudolf Virchow. With the advent of technology, the modern version of the cell includes the following ideas. First, energy flow occurs within cells. Second, heredity information DNA is passed on from cell to cell. And third, all cells have the same basic chemical composition. For us to imagine what a cell looks like, have a look at this egg. Can you tell me what you see? Right. We can easily see the egg yolk and the egg white. A cell, like the egg, has its parts. Study the illustrations of the plant and animal cells and tell us what cell organelles can be seen in one cell but absent in the other. Write your answers in your observation notes. In this episode, we will learn in detail the cell organelles and their functions, as well as the similarities and their differences between the cell organelles in plant and animal cells. Let's take a closer look to a cell and its cell organelles, which is used to describe these tiny cellular structures. The nucleus is the part of the cell that can be observed easily. It is the control center of the cell, labeled as the brain of the cell. This is where the DNA is located, which comprises the chromosomes, making it the bearer of genetic information of an organism. The nucleolus is where the subunits of ribosome are produced. The ribosome is the one that synthesizes protein. The cytoplasm is where the organelles are embedded. It is a jelly-like substance that surrounds the organelles of the cell. The covering of our cell is the plasma membrane. It is like the skin that encloses the cell parts from the outside environment and allows the entry of the materials inside the cell. And it is also where waste exits. The other parts of the cell are mitochondrion, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, Golgi bodies, vacuoles, and lysosomes. The mitochondrion, commonly known as the powerhouse of the cell, is where cellular respiration takes place. The product of cellular respiration process is cellular energy. This cellular energy is used by other parts of the cell. The endoplasmic reticulum serves as synthesizer, sorter, and transporter of materials such as protein and lipids. It is categorized into two, the rough and the smooth. The rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes, and its main function is to synthesize and transport proteins and other materials throughout the cell. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, on the other hand, does not contain ribosomes, and it is the one that synthesizes lipids such as phospholipids and cholesterol, carbohydrates, and steroids. The ribosomes are the ones that produce protein. If there is a production of proteins, the Golgi bodies are the ones that process and pack the proteins. Lysosomes are the digestion machine of the cell. When the cell absorbs materials from the outside, the lysosomes will cling to it and starts to break it down. They also break down unwanted materials like bacteria and old organelles. The vacuole in plants is larger than in animals, taking up almost all the space in a plant cell. It makes the plant cell rigid and makes the plant stand upright. In animal cells, the vacuoles are smaller and are called vesicles. They store water and food and also has the task of excretion of waste materials. There are certain organelles only present in plants. These are cell wall and chloroplast. The cell wall is the outer lining beside the plasma membrane. It adds stability and protection to plant cells. The chlorophyll in the chloroplast absorbs light energy and convert it into chemical energy and allows plant to carry out the process of photosynthesis. On the other hand, animal cells have centrioles. Its function is connected to cell reproduction. These cell organelles are coordinated with one another, making the cells work well. The metabolic processes happening inside the cell keep the organism like us alive. Now, let us apply what you have learned in this lesson. For learning task 1, determine whether the organelles are found in an animal cell, a plant cell, or both. Put a check mark on the column you choose for each. For learning task 2, explain in your own words the following situations. Write your explanations in your answer sheet. First, all living organisms have cells. Some are unicellular organisms wherein the cell is the organism itself. Explain why cells are the basic unit of life. 2. How can you take care of your cells? 3. Would life on Earth exist without cells? Why do you think so? After answering the task, create a Venn diagram showing the similarities and differences of the cell organelles present and absent in plant and animal cells. Write a 3-sentence reflection after this lesson in your observation unit. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Math Cycle, like our videos, and hit the bell button for updates. I hope you learned in today's lesson. In the next episode, we will differentiate sexual and asexual reproduction based on the number of individuals involved and similarities of offspring to parents. This is Ma'am Lea San Diego, your science teacher. See you all next time.